Hey everybody, it's Eric Powell, ATA Martial Arts here in Bismarck, and we are going to be doing the first challenge, which is going to be the front kick challenge. So what this is basically it's just going to be a bunch of warm-ups that we're going to get your legs nice and warmed up, and then we're going to do front kick specific drills just to kind of work everything we can as far as the front kick, and then I'm also going to go through some of the attributes of the front kick to really make you guys understand and focus on those attributes. So when you're practicing them at home, going through the challenges, you just have a better understanding of what I like to see, what makes a better kick, what makes a stronger kick, things like that. So this is a challenge. So what I want you to do, I don't know how long it'll take yet. What I'm gonna do is I will show you guys what to do. I will tell you guys how long to do it or how many to do, and then I'll move on. So some of you guys, if you want to, you might want to get a piece of paper, write down what I tell you to do, and then you can try it later. I'm going to be going through these a little bit faster. I don't have anybody here to demonstrate it while I'm doing it. So we're just going to go through each of the drills that I want you to do, and then I'll just tell you either do it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or do, so many kicks per side or whatever it is. Okay, so this is front kick challenge. When you guys are done, make sure that you either PM me on Facebook or shoot me a text at 701-426-6906, and then I will make sure to give you a class credit for doing this challenge. Okay, I do plan on posting more challenges later. I just don't want to post everything all at once and then have nothing else to post for a while, so I'm going to spread these out over a few days, or maybe even into next week as well. So I'll do front kick today, and then maybe Thursday, Friday I will do side kick, and then next week I'll do a couple more challenges. We could do hook kicks or advanced kicks, and then we can focus on upper body, and we can do blocks and strikes and things like that. Okay, so if you want to, you can start writing now. What we're going to start with is just easy warm-ups. We know how to do some of these. Some of these we haven't done in a while, some we haven't done at all. So I will say what I think they're called, and then you can write it down. Okay, so I appreciate everybody working out at home. I'm getting a lot of support from that. A lot of people are texting me and saying, hey, my son, my daughter, or we did, the drills on this day and this day, we did this one and this one and this one, and I love that. I love seeing that you guys are having the integrity to work out at home. That's great to see. I know it's tough sometimes to be able to push yourself to do something at home, but hopefully with these drills and everything, we can keep you guys motivated to keep wanting to do it. And also remember that everybody can schedule a private lesson. You can do one every week, okay, and that's equal to 2 classes. So if you do one private lesson a week, and then you do 1 or 2 of the videos every week, that's more than enough for your weekly dose of Taekwondo to keep you going. So we're going to start out now with the challenge. Okay, so this is front kick challenge. This is the warm-up. Starting out first, we're just going to do circle jumping jacks. So all we're going to do is our legs are going back and forth, and we're just going to circle our arms. Okay, so we're not really working our arms today, but we just want to get the blood moving before we do any of the stretches. We want to have a nice warmed up body. Okay, so we'll do this 15, 20 times. So it'd be like 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir. Do that 15, 20 times. Okay. Second one are going to be just basic squats. So feet a little more than shoulder width apart. Toes are going to be pointing at a 45-degree angle. And the way I want you to do these is you're going to start with your arms out. Okay. And then you're going to go slow. These are not made to go fast. You're going to go slow. You're going to bend your knees down until they are parallel with the ground. As you do that, you bring your arms in. Okay, so if you're doing these with a count, you would go 1, sir, 2, sir. Okay, and from the side, you can see how low I want you to get. So you would go 1, sir, 2, sir. Okay, so keeping the back straight, but really getting that butt low. Don't go too low, but just parallel with the ground will be plenty. Okay, so that's the second one. I want you to do 12 of those. and just take your time, nice and slow. Actually, the slower the better. Okay, you go too fast, I don't want you to hurt your knees. Okay? The next one is going to be called jump switch lunges. So most of you guys know what a lunge is. Okay, so from the side, a lunge is where you step forward, go down, but you don't touch your knee to the ground. Okay, and we can do it in place where you're switching, but what we're going to do are jump switch lunges. Okay, so these you don't want to go too fast either, but we're also trying to get blood in the muscles. So we're going to go like this. You're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, and you do, how many do I have there? I want you to do 12 of those. Okay, so it's basically 12, making sure you're doing 12 on each leg, not just 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so 12 of those. The next one are knee jumps. Okay, so we've done this in class, just the alternating knee jump, getting those knees up. Make sure that you get them at least even with your belt. So just doing this, that's not what I want. I want you to get up. That helps you stretch out your hamstring as well a little bit. So we're getting our knees up. And you just run in place, getting those knees up. Do 20 seconds. 20 seconds of those. Okay, and then after that, as always, we do our butt kickers. So we stretch out our hamstring with the knee raises, or the knee jumps, and now we're going to do the butt kickers to help get some blood and stretch out our thighs. So we just jump up, making sure we're going fast, and we kick our butt. Okay, make sure you stop, and then do it again. Okay, so don't hop, just stop, jump, stop, jump, stop, jump. Okay, so butt kickers, I want you to do 15 of those. So 15 butt kickers, okay? Now we're gonna do knee strikes. Now we don't do these often in class, but we're gonna do them now. So what you're gonna do is just have your feet apart, hands are gonna be up. You're gonna do 2 knee strikes and then switch. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you just kind of get into a rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you just keep going. You're gonna do that for 30 seconds, okay? So from the side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And for you high ranks who know what reaction force is, you can see how I was using my upper body as reaction force. Okay, arms are going opposite direction of the knee. That helps just control your balance, so you don't start, getting uncoordinated and things like that. So those were the knee strikes. I want you to do 2 each side, 30 seconds. Okay, so you do that. That's warm up number 6. Number 7 warm up, we're gonna do the hip stretch circle kick. Okay, it's more complicated than it is. Okay, so we have our one leg back. It's like doing an outer crescent kick without throwing our foot out. Okay, so my hand is out, or hands are up. I'm just gonna bring my knee up, point it across my body, and then circle it all the way around as far as I can, and then back down. It's basically I'm going as far as my hip allows me to circle. So I'm just warming up my hips. It's here. And just make sure, I have been doing these in some of the private lessons, and some of the kids, they don't know where to start. So just remember, parents, if you're watching your kids, make sure that they start just by pointing their knee across the body. Okay, so not straight out, but across, and then just keep the knee up and all the way around and back. So it's just circle. Okay, so we're gonna do 9 of those on each leg. And then right after that, I want you to do 9 leg swings. Okay, so just like we do in class, hands up, keep your body up, keep your eyes forward, and swing the leg. Okay, do not bend the knee, and if you want to, you can point your toes. Okay, so from the side, all right, see how I point my toes? Okay, high ranks, reaction force, watch the same arm, goes down. Okay. The reason you can point your toes on this is because it relaxes your hamstring and it allows you to kick a little bit higher. Okay, now we're not trying to go super fast on that leg swing. Okay, it's just stretching, getting blood into those muscles and the joints. Okay, and then after that, I want you to do this. So get your feet nice and wide. Okay, you're gonna point one foot in the air, lock the knee, and then just go down as far as you can. Keep your back foot all the way on the ground, and you just stretch. Okay, count to 10, and then you just go to the other side. Okay, and stretch. Count to 10. Do that 2 times. So you go back this side, count to 10, go to this side, count to 10. Okay, and then I want you to come up. Okay, and then just go straight down, touch the ground, count to 15. Do that just once. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 2, and then this one just one time for 15 seconds. Okay, those are the warm-up drills. There's 7 of them. Excuse me, there's 8 of them. 9 of them. I'm sorry, 9. Okay, I will go over those again here quick. So if you forgot one or you didn't get one written down. So number 1 was a circle arm jumping jack. Circle arm jumping jack. 15 of those. Number 2 were the squats. Okay, arms out to in. Okay, arms out to in, nice and slow. 12 of those. Okay, the next one was the jump switch lunges. Okay, so these, jump switch lunge. Okay, so it's 1, 1. Okay, we're doing 12 of those. Okay, and then the knee raise. Getting those knees up nice and high. 20 seconds. Okay, just 1 round. All right, and after that, 15 butt kickers. Okay, so making sure we jump up, kick the butt. After that, we do our knee strikes, 2 each side, switching back and forth for 30 seconds. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so 2 each side, 30 seconds. Either have a timer or just have mom or dad time you as well if they're watching you. Okay, those are the knee strikes. Then the hip stretch circle kick. Okay, so leg is back, point across the body, circle around. Okay, so just here. Okay, you're gonna do 9 of those on each leg. And then after that, you do the leg swing. Okay, swinging it up, keeping that knee straight, not going too fast or hard, not bending in the knee. Okay, like that. Okay, those leg swings, and then the last one was, I guess you could call this a side stretch, side hamstring stretch. Okay, so 10 seconds. 10 seconds this side, then do it again. So 10 seconds, 10 seconds, and then just come up, straighten your legs to the middle, 1 time for 15 seconds. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll come back and we will do the drills. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so we did the warm up. Now we're gonna start doing the specific front kick drills. Okay, there are 4 different types of kicks. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, a lot of you students already knows what those are. Okay, but we're gonna go through those. And what I wanna do right now is you're just gonna do them. Don't worry, worry about technique, but we're not focusing on anything in particular. We're just focusing on doing them right now. Okay, so we're gonna do number 1. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it sideways so you can see. Remember, number 1 is kicking just with the front leg. Okay, so I'm leaning back more on my back leg so I can pick my front leg up easier and shooting it out. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do that 9 times. 9, all right, and then we're gonna switch to number 2. Okay, so now I can do my back leg. So number 2. Okay, I'm gonna do that 9 times. And then I'm gonna go to number 3, which is going back to the front leg. So I step up at the back, kick at the front. Okay. I'm gonna do that 9 times. Once I do that, then I switch and I do the other side. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I'm going to do 9 kicks on every leg for every kick. Okay, so number 1, 2, 3, both sides, 9 kicks for each one. And that's just to get you going, all right? Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on speed. Okay, we're gonna go to a number 1 front kick. Now, if you have a pad or you have a shield or you have something that you can kick against, that's good. But if you don't, you can just kick in the air. And I'm just gonna do it in the air to demonstrate. So we're just gonna do number 1 front kick, okay, either on the pad or in the air, and we're gonna go fast. Okay, so number 1, you're just gonna go boom, 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 boom. As fast as you can. You're gonna do 20 seconds each side. 20 seconds, okay? So as fast as you can for 20 seconds, okay? Then after that, you do both sides, just 1 round, okay? Then after that, you're gonna do number 2 front kick, same thing, okay? 20 seconds each side. So now, back leg is kicking fast, okay? Now again, you don't focus so much on technique when you're doing that one. It's more just working those fast twitch muscle fibers and just throwing that leg. Throw it fast, 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 okay? And it's good for cardio as well. All right, now, so that was the first 3, and we have 4 more. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the base foot. Okay, base is the very first attribute. It's the very first thing that you have to think about, and it is one of the most important aspects of any kick, not just front kick. So on a front kick, your base foot is pointed 90 degrees to the side of where you're kicking. So if I'm kicking straight towards the camera, my base foot is going to pivot 90 degrees that way. So as my knee comes up, my base foot pivots, okay? Then I can throw my foot out, okay? All right, with the number 1, my back foot, okay, should already be pivoted. If not, turn it, okay? When you pivot, I do see some students, they pivot sometimes on their heel. That's a big no-no, okay? Make sure you pivot on the ball of your foot. So as my knee comes up, okay, I bring my heel off the ground or just raise it up just a little, just enough for my foot to pivot. Okay? Then I can kick. When you do the kick fast, it happens all boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. So knee up, foot pivots, and you kick. Okay? But before that foot gets thrown out, you have to have that 90-degree pivot. Okay? So that's number 1. Okay? And that is for any kick, number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so what I want you to do is do 6 kicks. Okay, we're going back to number 2. I want you to do 6 kicks on each side of number 2, focusing on pivot. Okay, so as my knee comes up, foot pivots, then I can kick. Okay, foot pivots, kick. Okay, foot pivots, kick. That's what I'm focusing on. So I want to do 6 on each leg of number 2 front kick. Then I'm going to do 6 number 3 front kick. Okay, so I'm going to let you step up. Okay, so I'm going to step up. As I step, just pivot the foot right away. Okay, you don't need to pivot as you kick. You're stepping, so just have it pivoted 90 degrees, then kick. Okay. All right, so that's what we're focusing on. Okay. Pivot on the kick, all right? So you're gonna do 6 number 2s each leg, 6 number 3s each leg, focusing on pivot, all right? Second thing I want you to focus on is hands up. That is huge. I see a lot of students when they're kicking, they have their arms down here and they're just doing this. Okay? That is a bad habit to have, especially if they are in master club or they want to get into master club and they want to start sparring. Because I guarantee it, they spar that way, they're going to get kicked in the head, okay? I can guarantee it. Because some kids are faster kicking from the floor to your head than kids are from bringing their hands from here up, Okay, I see it all the time. So we want to learn to just always have our hands up, elbows in. If you have your elbows in, that helps you just keep your hands up naturally. And then we can kick. Okay? Focusing on the pivot. All right? Okay. Let's see. So we're going to focus on the base foot, the knee bent. Okay? So as you kick, your base knee should be bent just a little. Okay? The biggest thing I don't want is that your knee is locked. Okay? It's just slightly bent, just a little. If you have your knee completely locked, you're taking away all the little stabilizer muscles that are around your knee, and your balance is going to be a lot harder to control. So if you have your base knee bent just a little, so as I pivot, you can see my knee is bent a little bit. That kicks in all those little stabilizer muscles, and it makes it a lot easier to kick. Okay, so I'm here, kick. Okay, so I'm getting it up. I'm focusing. Okay, I got my pivot. I got my knee bent. Now I can kick. Okay, so take them slow, but focus on that. So those three things: pivot, knee bent, hands up. If you do those three things, I guarantee you, your front kick will get 10 times better. Okay, I'm not worrying about reaction force. Okay, on that one, it's basically just from the belt down, the pivot, the knee, and of course keeping those hands up. Okay, so again, number 2, 6 on each side. Number 3, 6 on each side. Okay, now we're going to get into some of the funner stuff. Okay, now we're going to do what are called number 2 jump switch flutter kicks. Flutter. So any of you guys have ever seen Olympic Taekwondo? They're always doing these fast boom, 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 boom kicks. Okay, those are called flutter kicks. In Olympic Taekwondo, you don't get scored on by hitting the first good technique. You actually have to do a complete combo of techniques and then score on the last kick. So they have to do a multitude of these flutter kicks and spin and jump kicks and then be able to land a really good kick at the end in order to score. So they practice a lot of the flutter kicks. Okay, now you can do you can do these in the air, or you can do them with a pad, or if you have targets, or if you have one of the shields. I know a few of you have borrowed some of the shields, so I have 6 of them rented out right now. So 6 of you that have those, this would be definitely a good time to use those. Or you can just do it in the air. Okay, now I'm going to be honest, I'm not very good at these. I don't kick very high with these. Okay, so basically you're just doing a front kick and then just jumping and switching. Okay, and you just go as fast as you can, kicking straight out. Again, we're not really worried about technique. We're just working on the fast twitch muscle fibers and just working that speed. So you do a front kick and then switch kick, switch kick. Okay, but make sure that you're actually throwing your kick out. Sometimes I see people just kind of just doing this. All right, make sure that you're actually kicking that foot all the way out. Okay, so you're going to do the flutter kicks for 30 seconds. Okay, or if you want to split it in half, do 15 seconds, rest, and then do another 15 seconds. Okay, as long as you do 30 seconds. Okay, we got 2 more. Okay, slow kick on the wall. I'm going to do this. All right. Okay, so slow kick, you want to grab a wall, a railing, a table, a countertop, whatever it is. Put your hand on the wall. Make sure that your hand is here. You're not here against the rail. Your arm's length away. Okay? Then pivot the foot that is against the wall. Okay, so I'm here, hands on the rail. My base foot is pivoted towards the wall. Okay, now I'm going to bring my knee up. Okay? Now, slow kick is really going to work the top of your hamstring. This one, I'm going to tell you now, guys, do not worry about kicking high. Okay? If you try to kick high on a slow front kick, you're not going to be able to lock your leg, and you're not going to get the benefit out of this. Okay? So if you watch me, I only kick right here. That's it. But I know I can flex my thigh, and I have proper joint position with my foot. Okay, now some of you black belts, high rank color belts, if you want to focus on doing the correct foot position, joint position for your foot, you can do that. Which is like being in a rear stance. Okay, you keep your foot like that, You bring it up, and you point it out, okay? So you can see it's like my foot is pointed, except my toes are pulled back. That is the correct joint position for a front kick, all right? But for you lower ranks, don't worry about that right now. That's something you can work on as you get higher rank, and for sure once you become a black belt. Okay, so we are going to do this 9 times on each side, and we just go nice and slow. So my hand is up, other hand on the rail. I just go out, lock it, hold it for 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then pull it back. And then just do it again. Lock it, flex that thigh, really feel it, 1, 2, and then back. Okay, and again, 1, 2, and back. You'll really feel that one. Okay, so that is a slow front kick on the wall. All right, and that's a good one. And again, do not focus on kicking high. All right, so 9 of those, each leg, just 1 round. All right, we got one more thing to do. And this is going to involve the chair. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 chairs. I'm going to put them close together. Okay. All right. Okay, now, for the kids, they're shorter. What you're going to do is this is working on trajectory and precision. Okay, when I see kids kicking in the air, okay, I see them kind of, if I back up here, they'll kick over here. They're getting their knee up, all right, they're pivoting their base foot, but they're kicking over here, or they're kicking there, or they're kicking over there. Okay, they're kind of kicking all over. What we want to learn is that we know that we have to always strike center mass. Okay, so we don't punch like this, we punch center mass. Okay, it's the same thing with the front kick. Okay, I'm not just going to kick straight forward, all right, or else I'm not going to hit you. I need to learn to get my body centered and have my foot strike straight out in front of me. Okay, that's where the chairs come in. I have them nice and close together. First, I'm going to start by making sure I'm standing right in the middle. I'm not in between them, but right behind them. Okay, from here, I'm just going to step back with one leg. That way I know I'm in the middle. And then I'm just going to kick straight through them. Okay? This is forcing me to have proper trajectory and precision by striking center mass. Okay? I don't care how high you kick. It's just that we're focusing on precision. Okay? You're going to do 12 of those on each leg. Okay? And if you want, you can do number 2s. And it's up to you. If you want to do number 1s, number 2s, and number 3s, you can do that. And you do 6 of those. Okay? So 6 number 1, 6 number 2, 6 number 3. Focusing on trajectory and precision, striking that center mass. Okay? And making sure that knee comes up, kicking through. All right? Okay. The last one. I forgot. I have to go grab. So give me 1 second here. Okay, guys. This is the last drill. This is the ladder drill, literally, using a ladder. Okay? If you don't have a ladder at home, you can try to use your stairs and just use the stairs as a target. Okay? Or if you want to build something or whatever. Okay? So the point of this is that we're learning on how to control our kick, control our height, and be able to kick wherever we want our foot to go. That's where it's going to go. Okay? As a high rank martial artist, you want to be able to control where every single strike goes. Okay? We're not going to worry about going fast. We're just focusing on focus and striking the exact spot where you want your foot to go. Okay? So I have 4 levels. Okay? At 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If you have a tall ladder, you just go through each rung. Okay? So I'm going to do a number 2. Okay? So I'm just going to start low. So I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then I'll do it again. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll switch and I'll do my other leg. Okay? You can do that 6 times. Okay? So 6 times 4, or however many rungs you have, or how high you can kick. Okay? I don't care about really height. It's more the focus being able to place your foot exactly where you want it. Okay, so for sure do number 2s. Okay, 6 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. Do that 6 times. Switch your leg, and then do the other leg. Okay, that's what I want you to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, take your time. Go slow. All right, I'm doing that. Okay, so that is the ladder drill. All right. Okay. That is everything. Okay. Those of you that actually do it, please tell me how long it takes you. Okay. This is pretty much a class in itself. If you take the time, if you have everything set up beforehand, all right, and you're able to just go, 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 this is a really good class just in and of itself. Really focusing on making sure that your hands stay up. High ranks, you can work that reaction force, okay, because that's your last attribute, all right? But everybody, the biggest thing, of course, you hear me say it a million times a day, is pivot the base foot. Pivot, pivot, pivot. If you do not get your hips positioned in the right way, you're not going to be able to do your best kick. And everybody should be able to do their best kick, okay? So as your knee comes up, pivot that foot. Make sure your base knee is bent. Keeping those hands up, okay, and kick. When you kick, make sure you kick all the way out, okay? You low rank color belts, okay? Follow through, that's one of your attributes, okay? Make sure that you are kicking all the way out, locking that knee out, okay? So don't just go like this, okay? Make sure you go here and lock it, okay? Lock, boom. All right, for a split second, you should feel that thigh tighten. If you feel that, you're good, okay? So, it's a really nice warm-up, gets you nice and stretched out, and then you have 7 different front kick drills you can do, okay? And that is the front kick challenge, okay? Again, those of you that do it, don't forget to either PM me or text me, 701-426-6906, and I will give you a class credit for it, okay? Also, remember, I am still doing private lessons. I'm doing a lot of lessons, but I still do have spots available. I do have some spots available for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, no, I have spots for Thursday, I'm sorry. Thursday of this week, which is the 26th, okay? And then I'm also taking spots for next week, okay? Juniors and adults, remember that we are in week 6. We are gonna be having testing. Obviously, it's not going to be in a group setting, but it will be in a private setting. If you are completely unable to come here, I can do a Zoom meeting with you through Zoom, and I can watch you or your child at home do your test, and then that will count towards your testing. Okay, so whichever way we can get you tested, okay, to keep it going, you know, I'm fine with it. If anybody else has any ideas of what they would like to do, I'm all ears, okay? The biggest thing I want is for everybody to be able to keep training, okay? I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world and it's really messed up right now, but at least on my side, I'm trying to keep things going as much as possible. Yes, we can't have big group classes, we can't have big tournaments, we can't have you know, big groups of testing, all right? But I'm still training everybody I can. I'm doing private lessons. Okay, doing these videos. I will do Zoom videos with you if you want to do that. Okay, I am open to anything. So if you guys have any suggestions that maybe I haven't thought about, okay, please tell me. All right, I will try to help out in any way that I can. All right, okay, I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you like it. If you have any questions on this, okay, feel free to ask me, and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.